Hey guys, it's Brian with the Midnight Mechanic. Today we're going to show you how to remove the fan shroud from your early C4 Corvette. Now, this is our 84 Corvette with the crossfire injection, and it has the one single radiator fan. If yours has a fan like this is the way you do it. I think they might be different on the later models with the LT1s, but I'm probably wrong because I don't know these cars very well. But if you have an early one with the single fan, this is how you do it. It's really easy to do. It's only a few 10mm bolts, but you got to get the fan out first. So when we're going to get the fan out, this is how you do it. If you look at the fan here, you see on top there are these little bosses here that have bolts in them. There's 4 of those. So you take those 4 out and you unplug it. That's it. We'll show you how to do it. It's really easy to get to. The bottom one has a crossbar that goes across it that makes it a little bit more difficult, but as long as you have an extension or the right tools, you can get that off really easily. Sometimes the plug is a little bit funny, so if you use our old Friend Mechanics pick, you can get that off too. We'll show you how to do it. It's super easy. So before you do anything, come down here and unplug it. It has a plug. The clip part is on the bottom. So really, all you have to do is pull that clip down. You can get it off. Like I said, it's a little bit difficult sometimes because it is awkward with this little crossbar here. So you can get your fingers in there, pull it down, and pop it off. Like that. It's a little bit awkward just because of the location of it, but just take your time. You can get it off without damaging it. So next we're going to remove the 4 bolts. They're up here, 2 on the top. Down here, there's one right there you can see, kind of behind the crossbar. And the other one is right there behind that little arm. You can't really see it very well, but that's where it is. Basically, all 4 of those arms in that X pattern lead up to a bolt. I'm going to remove the bottom ones first. That way it doesn't fall down. Then I can come ahead, take the top ones out, and remove it. All right, so I'm going to get this one down here first. It's really difficult because of the steering rack right here also. So I'm just going to use a regular old ratchet. Come down, get it. It is a 13mm. It's kind of hard to see just because I need to be in this little hole on the driver's side. The camera's on the passenger side, so it just makes it a little bit more difficult to get it that way. You can't really get an impact in there, and it's really hard to even get a ratchet in there. So just take your time, make sure it's on right. You can get it off that way. There you go. When that's off, set it out of the way so you do not lose that. Now I'm going to come remove this one from the bottom right here. Again, it's going to be a little difficult to see it just because of where I need to stand and where I need to put the camera. So I'm just going to go ahead, remove this one with the ratchet. Again, it's a very tight area, and I know I'm probably blocking you off with my arm, but make sure you get it on there right and start removing it. Now my bolt fell out underneath, so be careful in case that happens. With the bottom 2 out and loose, now come back and remove these. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to reach over and do this one. Set the bolt aside. Now I'm going to hold on to the fan while I take the top one out so it doesn't fall out and get damaged. Make sure your bolt doesn't fall out. Now just pull it straight back so it clears and remove it. So now that we have the fan out, we can go ahead and start removing the rest of the bolts to get the upper shroud off. It has 6 10mm on either side and then 7mm across the top. So what we're going to do is go ahead and spin off the 10mm ones first. We're going to start with one side, then the other, then we'll come back for the 7mm. So what I'm going to do right now is I'll show you where these bolts are, then I'm going to start taking them off. Okay, so the very first thing you need to do is remove this clip right here. And I'm actually going to do that just with a mechanics pick. Just like I normally do. Get it up on there, pop it loose. Now there's nothing touching that. Now I can take these 10mm out. The way it is there's one here that holds the 2 together. There's one over here. That's right there. 3, 4, 5. And then back around the top right here is 6. When those are on either side. There's 6 of those on either side. So here are those 7mm. There's 4 along the top, and then around the side, there's that guy right there. There's one on a matching spot on the other side too. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these, then I'll go over to that side, then I'll take those out. Once those other ones are out, all 12 of those other ones, we can go back and remove those 7mm, all 6 of those too. So now that you have all those bolts out, here's where it gets a little bit tricky. Now on this side, it's notched, so you can remove the shroud without removing these bolts right here, or these cooler lines. It comes off kind of straight up, and you can just wiggle it around this to get off. But on the other side, that's the problem, is you have the upper radiator hose. So you need to remove the upper radiator hose, which obviously it's going to let some coolant out. So what you need to do is you need to just be careful with it. That's why I said do that last. Once that is off, then we can come and remove it. What we can do is pop it off, pull this off real fast, and then plug that back on it to keep, all the coolant from coming out of it. So that's what I'm going to do. I have everything unbolted here right now. So I'm going to go ahead, take that off, lift this shroud off, and go ahead and put that upper radiator hose back on. The other thing is go ahead and remove the radiator cap because it's going to hit here. So just go ahead and remove it, set it aside. You have a little bit come out because of that, but with it out like that, you can get it around all the screws over here. So now that I have it off, I'm going to go ahead and just remove it slowly around all this stuff to get it loose. So I wanted to come up, just be careful. It has a notch cut in it, so you can take it around this. See that? So pull it back, you can get it around it, then come over and remove that side. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove this clamp and slide it out. Then I'm going to pull the hose off the radiator, then pop this off and stick it right back on again. Now I can remove that part. So that's how you remove the upper fan shroud. I know I kind of made mention that I was going to show you how to remove the lower earlier, but I didn't think of the fact that the radiator and air conditioning condenser actually sit inside the lower shroud. The only way you can get that off is by removing the radiator and the air conditioning condenser, which I'm not going to do right now. I am going to do a video showing how to remove the radiator, but I'm not done with that yet, and I'm still working on stripping this car. So that's how you remove the upper shroud. If you want to see how to remove the lower, when that other video comes out, check that out. You'll see how to do it. Is there anything else you'd like to learn about? Don't forget to post down below in the comments. And check our social media. Links are in the description. Get your MidMech merch at themidnightmech.com and support cancer research. If you watch to the end of this video, there'll be a link to show you how you can help. See you guys next time.